Hey folks, welcome back to Adventures in Vietnam. Right now I'm working on this blue door behind me. It's really old, it's a bit of poor condition, but I think once I've sanded it down with some steel wool, it might bring it back to life, because it's really heavy and we need a security door basically at the rear and classroom number 4, which is there. So rather than fabricating or buying something new, we're just going to sand it down, clean it up, paint it, and hopefully bring it back to life. Yeah, amazing what a little bit of elbow grease can do. It's mainly covered in cement and stuff because we were using it as a walkway with a wheelbarrow, but as you can see, it's rushing up quite well. I'll just keep going, I'll just keep at it for another 10-15 minutes. Then I'll wash it and I'll give it a lick of paint. There we go, you can see the colour beginning to come through there once I start to put some power on it. Okay, I'm going to have to put the phone down and get stuck in there. Okay, later. Okay, it's really beginning to come up now. See some of the colour coming through, but it's really dark right there. Shit, it's off. But it should be good as a security door because it weighs a ton. Must be made out of like some of the local wood, teak or mahogany or something, because it's really heavy. Some exotic wood anyway. Hey folks, welcome back to Adventures in Vietnam. We're finishing off some of the small bits and pieces that need tidying up before the fire brigade comes. So I'm taking this old door. I think it's made of mahogany or teak because it weighs a ton. But I'm taking this old door and I'm sanding it down with a Brillo pad. I've done as best as I can. It's looking pretty good. And I found some grey paint out in the yard. So I'm giving it a good undercoat with grey paint first. And it might stay that colour. We haven't decided yet because it might stand out quite nicely against the white walls. But yeah, it's looking good so far. Cheers. Press stop. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I've finished painting the front of the door grey, so I'm going to leave that to set. Now I'm on to the next task, which is going to be painting the window cages, because security is still an issue in Southeast Asia, in most countries, especially in Vietnam, because we are in the Wild West and you basically have to lock your doors and keep the windows barred because there's a lot of petty crime. Sadly. Yeah, so luckily our builder's finished welding the cages for the windows. So next task is for me to give them a lick of paint. Probably first I'll give them a good go over with a Brillo pad or a steel pad, just to get off some of the oxidization on the welds and make sure that the welds don't rust and get a good coat of paint. So let's crack on. Cheers folks, keep watching. Cheers. Hey folks, how's it going? Well, things are steadily moving along. I'm in my teaching room number 3, which is turned into my paint workshop. I'm painting the cages for the windows. I've got another one hanging up outside on the corridor. And I'm just painting them with gloss paint, which we picked up really cheaply from the local store. It was about $4 for a kilo, I think, a kilo can, or maybe a 600 litre can. 600 litre? No, 600 mil, bloody hell. We've got one more cage to finish off. One is sitting in there, drying. One hanging up there, which is maybe a little bit too bright there, but you'll see it here. This one's drying, hanging from the ceiling. The one for the large window, just resting here. I'm not finished that. I'm going to give it a couple of more licks of paint and then we'll be done. So yeah, But yeah, I need some fresh air. It's bloody stinking in here, and that paint's not good for your head or your lungs, so yeah. So yeah, check out the neighbour's garden. Banana trees, mango, I think there's a durian tree down at the back. This is pretty typical of the Wild West. These really long properties, about 10 metres wide at the front, maybe 12. And then it runs down about 65 metres, I think, down to the back. Maybe more. There's this well down there covered up, which most people use around here. Most people have a well dug in their yard or in their property, and then pump it up to the stainless steel tank there, or up onto the roof with the solar system. Yeah, jeez. It really is the Wild West here. Central Highlands, coffee producing, pepper, black pepper I think, and red. Peppercorns I should say. Right, okay, swing it round. Let's get back to the bill. Cheers. Hey folks, welcome back to Adventures in Vietnam. Currently I'm in the pink room, teaching room number 2. And I've just finished painting some of the framing. You can see the still remaining part above, but I've done the lower part, the lower sections. On the outside, I've got to get in close to the windows, which I'll slip some card or paper down the back there because it is flexible. And yeah, let me talk about that. So, we're trying to do this on a limited budget at the moment. So, let me open that window a little bit more light. So, the only option to get this up and running as quickly as possible was to get the box steel, make the partition wall, and my intention was to silicone these into place, like some glass or some clear plastic or perspex, but I mean, really difficult to get materials here in the Wild West. So, as it stands, we've got this kind of corrugated. It's this material they use for garages or arched or curved car garage roofs. So we got it at a reasonable price, and we've just screwed it into place. As you can see, I'll show you up close. You can see we've just screwed it in place, and at the bottom we've got like a really thin plastic sheet. Again, just screwed it in place. But maybe I'm not sure you can see so well from there, but you know, looks pretty good. Can I get a light? Oh, I've got no light here yet, sorry. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I've painted the face of it, and the edging and stuff I'll do later, and I think the builder's going to put another couple of struts inside these two areas here going up just to support it, and we might even put something on the inside. But once it's painted white, it's really, I mean, to the naked eye, you're not going to be looking for details. It's not like you're walking in the room like you're some building inspector or like, oh, look at that. I mean, most students will come in here and be a little bit nervous. They're not builders or architects or designers or even painters. I mean, people just don't do anything in Southeast Asia. They just pay somebody to do it because the labour is so cheap. So I think people will walk in here and see a beautiful, bright, airy room, feel comfortable, hopefully join the school, and we'll start running, hopefully. So, like I said, folks, usually, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will get back to you, because as the channel's growing, you know, we don't have so many subscribers right now, but I do take time to read what people say, and I will get back to you. Thank you very much. Cheers. Adventures in Vietnam. See ya.